Do you remember who you were before society told you who you should be, what you should value, what's important, things you need to change about yourself? Like, do you remember? See, I always kind of question people that, you know, value materialistic things. Like, what are they trying to cover up? Who are they trying to impress? Would you buy the same things if nobody else was around? What's up with the what's up? It's LaDria LaVae. Welcome back to my channel. And in today's video, we're talking about procrastination, self-esteem, perfectionism, anxiety, all of that. What caused it, where it came from, and how we can fix it. Now, if that's what you're interested in, make sure you subscribe to this channel, thumbs up, and let's get into the video. Procrastination is usually caused by low self-esteem, overthinking, anxiety of a failed outcome, self-criticism, perfectionism, and fear. Something we all have to let go. But we'll get to the tips on how to fix that in a second. Our self-esteem is built from childhood. You may have people around that was super critical, have a critical parent, passive parent, a emotionally distant parent that plays a role into how you go about situations and how you go about relationships as well. Along with that, bullying and what I like to call comparison syndrome, where you're looking at everybody else as a higher level than yourself. Not really understanding what that person values are and what your true values are. What are you valuing? What are you prioritizing? That you feel like this person is so much higher than you. That could play a huge role into just your overall self-esteem and how you go about things. You're not going to go about something proactively if you feel like, oh, well, this person did it this way and went further and faster. Well, I'm going to try to figure out another type of strategy. And then you end up not doing anything at all. Perfectionism is caused by your internal ideal of where you see yourself and how you want people to perceive you, which can constantly raise self-doubt and anxiety. Distractions is a lot of people's defense to not feel bad about themselves. They know they need to do this, but instead they're binge watching and going out with friends and drinking and doing the same things over and over again, just to not get to what they truly want to get to. You procrastinate to avoid negative feelings that you don't want to face. You don't want to get to this because it's going to require that, and you don't want to do that because it may lead to this. And that's why you're procrastinating. And then a big part of it is not that you're lazy, you're uninspired. So I came up with 10 things that can help you build your self-esteem, stop procrastinating, and going forward with what you truly want to do. Number 1, instead of aiming for perfection, value the process. We all have to start somewhere. For example, for me, when it came to YouTube, I created this channel in 2011. I didn't post my first video till 2019. I bought this camera in 2016 in December. And now I was like, no, I need a ring light. Then I got the ring light. And no, I don't have the right audio equipment. And then I get the audio equipment. I still didn't create anything until one day I was like, no, let's go, let's do this. I'm going to work with what I have and start from there. Always value the process. Number 2, and this is super, super huge. Practice self-compassion. I had to stop and realize how I was talking to myself and understand that, yes, I will mess up, but it's okay. There's other days. How can I fix this? Instead of talking to yourself crazy and saying all these harmful words, just ask, okay, what can I do to fix this? How can I make sure this don't happen again? How can I arrange my schedule so I can make sure I'm on top of everything? Self-compassion is so important on your journey to wherever and whatever you're trying to do in life. Now, number 3, understand your own system. Not everybody can get up at 5 a.m. and go to the gym and this, that, and another. But be mindful of your 24 hours in the day. Create your own system and stick to it. An app that really helps me is Simple Routine. I literally time out almost everything in my day, and I try to stick to it. When I get the notifications, I put when to walk the dog, when to eat breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks, stretch, take a breather, take a walk. I like to time out my day like that, and perhaps that can help you as well. Number 4, structure your time. Poor time management is why you be procrastinating. It is 24 hours in a day. You can make it work. Now, the best thing to do is list your priorities, your values, your goals. List them and see what you can do and little steps you can take. You don't have to jump headfirst into everything and block out 6 hours to work on this, because sometimes that makes you not do it another time around. You have to look at what is truly important to you, and then you know what to give time to. Number 5, adjust your environment. Declutter your space. Your space have to be functional. It have to feel good when you sit down and you work with whatever you do. Declutter your space and make it your little sanctuary. Make it so you're not getting bored with your sitting, you're uncomfortable. Like, no. Make sure you create the perfect workspace for you, that you could zone out and focus. Number 6, personally for me, this is so important. Lighting. I love natural light. Putting your desk next to natural light or your workspace have a huge play on your mood. Now, a lot of people don't get the perfect natural light, so it's best to have tons of lamps and nice calm lighting that works well for your eyes, that you can be highly effective in. A lot of people suffer from what they say, seasonal depression, because it's so dark out, get dark so quick, and especially being in New York, it's freezing. But with me, all I need is just the right lighting. I could get anything done. So that's one of my favorite tips. Number 7, take breaks in your workspace. You do not have to work 3 hours and take a break, and 5 hours and take a break. Sometimes it's just good to start with work 35 minutes straight, no phone, no distractions, and then take a little break, whether it's snack, water, smoothie, take a walk around the block, walk the dog, whatever you have to do that don't involve scrolling through your phone. Because you could easily get lost in apps and other people's lives and this, that, and another. No, just work your 30-something minutes, take a little break, and then get back to it. Stretch, refresh. It's always best to take breaks. Don't forget that. Now, number 8, this may be really tough, but make a list of your weaknesses and distractions, and then weigh out what you can do to eliminate or minimize these things. Now, a lot of people don't like to admit that they're lazy or have poor eating habits or whatever the case may be, but you have to be real with yourself on this journey, honey. You have to be real to overcome it. You feel me? So list your weaknesses. List every single thing that's a distraction to you. And honestly, it could even come down to friends. And you may have to minimize time with them for your mental stability, for your mental health, to get things done. And that's just what it gotta be. When making this list, see if there's any connections or patterns and what you can do about that, to make sure you can get to this next step. Number 9, set healthy boundaries. Learn to say no. And this creates healthy relationships. Sometimes a lot of people are scared to say no to people and end up becoming passive, then regret going forth with whatever plan or things they truly didn't want to do, creating a very unhealthy relationship with minor resentment towards this person because you always being a yes man. Like, set healthy boundaries, know when to say no, and be extremely direct with your word. And also watch how you say things, because I'm still learning that, you know? Constantly watch how you say things to people, because, you know, people may take things the wrong way and you don't mean no harm, but you have to set these healthy boundaries. Last but not least, start small. And just remember, action builds confidence. Take that leap of faith. Step over fear. No risk, no reward. Well, those are my tips. Those are my tricks. And I hope everything helped you. Feel free to comment below if any of y'all have any anxiety or perfectionism issues or comparison syndrome, and share kind words with each other. And I'm gonna jump in, of course. Make sure you subscribe, like, comment, and I'll see you next time.